What's up, Schmoedown fans? Welcome back to another episode of Beyond the Schmoedown. I'm Star Wars champion, Andrew Dimalanta.
And I'm Nicki Dimalanta.
Star Wars competitor, Nicki Dimalanta. But we'll see.
Yet to be determined.
We'll see. 5 matches? Yes?
So every time we do this.
I just burnt my tongue.
Don't know why we do this.
It's a hot coffee in there.
Hot coffee. Just made it.
Just made. New.
Fresh out the coffee
fresh
machine.
Out the coffee
Let
machine.
me drink it and burn myself.
And my nose is itching out. Excuse me for our YouTube viewers if I keep itching my nose.
Did you take anything?
I did.
Good.
I did, but that doesn't keep my nose from itching after I do the yard.
Andrew has pretty wicked allergies and pollen and stuff. Mm-hmm. And then he just mowed the yard. Yeah. So he kicks all that stuff up into the air and then he gets all sniffly.
Well, thankfully I took something so the sniffles won't get me, but the itchy nose. Itchy nose. Anyways, that's a discussion for another podcast.
For another time. A good question for another time.
Which we will never answer.
That we'll never answer. Sorry, Star Wars fans, if you get that.
Maybe
reference.
in a comic book or a novel, but not in the movies.
Sorry.
Because J.J. Abrams has better things to do, apparently.
Sorry.
Anyways.
This is a really weird start. Again.
5 matches, and again, spoiler alert, if you have not seen the versus.
Spoiler alert, if you haven't seen any of them.
Is it a battle?
Be careful.
Or it's not a throwdown. Is it a battle?
It was a pay-per-view.
It was a pay-per-view, but I can't remember which one.
I don't remember which one is which.
Was it versus? No, we just had a no.
Battlefield versus Throwdown. All I know is it was a pay-per-view. I don't know the differences between
Anyways,
each of
if you
them.
haven't watched any of these.
They have different logos. That's what I know. But if you haven't seen any of the matches last week, be careful.
Be careful.
Watch this with trepidation because we're going to spoil all of them.
No news to go over, I don't think.
Also, every time we do this,
Yeah,
I don't think so.
We never watch backstage anymore because not that we don't want to. It's just we don't have.
Well, and
the
also
time.
this last week, it was a holiday week. And so Tuesday felt like Monday and I forgot what day was what. And then I just don't have the time to go back and watch 5 hours worth of content when, things happen.
Yeah.
So
I would love to watch all these after shows and stay up to date with what everybody's saying, but it's so much.
It's a lot of content.
It's a lot. You got all these matches to watch and then to keep up with everybody is just so hard.
It is. So with that being said, let's jump right into it so we don't drag on.
My tongue again. Get right into it. I love this thermos. I'm going to stop right there because I'm going to go off another tangent.
Sounds like we need another avenue to talk about random things. First match. We have an opening scene. It was one of those just like kind of fun. It wasn't really like a super plot thickening. Mm-hmm. It was Grace and Mike Kalinowski, and they were just talking.
I think like Grace is just trying to plant the seed, like, oh, you're better than corruption. You need you don't need corruption. Maybe you should either kick the dead weight aside or leave the faction. And he's like, I created this faction. I am corruption. So
and he said Shannon has led me to X amount of victories, and when she's like, actually, I led you to X amount of victories with when I was in charge, kind of thing. So it's just something to think about, baby.
It's like, yeah. I mean, it's just weird.
Mike would never. I mean, I'm really... The fact that this even happened and we went there is interesting to me because Mike will never leave corruption unless something beyond his and Shannon's control happens. Because you really think that Mike's going to be like, sorry, Shannon, love you. I'm going to be on this faction now.
We live together, so...
Unless something really weird and some new steal opportunity, like you win some kind of crazy tournament and you can steal somebody from a faction
like
or something.
Like a manager bowl, you get one steal?
Something. Like, unless something crazy like that comes about, Mike's not leaving corruption.
Or you get a void or something. Like if somebody wants to sign with a faction, you get to void it. And you only get to use it once.
Woof. That's quite an idea. Imagine if there was like a void tournament where the winner gets points.
Like a veto.
And a veto.
Like in Big Brother, like a veto.
Yes. It could be an exhibition match about Danny DeVito. And the winner gets to... Oh, wow. You're welcome, Christian. I know you don't listen anymore, I'm sure. All right. Okay, so the first match we got is Star Wars.
A Star Wars.
Yes, and it is a semifinal. So we've got Thomas, the Major Harper of the Den, versus Andres Ace Cabrera of Swag.
You need to stop saluting. Isn't it like disrespectful to salute when you're not in the army?
Didn't mean to do that. If that's true,
I don't know.
Maybe. I'm also doing it with my left hand. I'm not a lefty. That's probably not right either.
With you, right? I wonder if Thomas would like jump on like a video call with us and like, hey, can you teach me how to salute?
Hey, can you be my friend? Like in IRL?
That first. But then teach me how to salute properly.
Can we also live closer to each other?
I feel like nobody knows how to do it unless you're in the military.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah. because all we know is from movies and stuff. But it's like,
does anybody actually know how to do a round kick unless they're a martial artist?
Yeah, that's another thing that gets me. Like all these, like I love the Matrix and I love that stuff, but like zapping information into your head doesn't mean you automatically know how to do it.
And the muscle memory.
Yeah, because I actually have this idea. Sorry, tangent of like a short film I always wanted to do of like scientists find a technology to zap like information into your head, and so they're like, "Hey, I'm gonna zap martial arts into your head." So you know all the martial arts, but then you have to go up against somebody that has like lifetime experience of training, and they just get their hand in the first 2 seconds they get knocked out because muscle memory, conditioning, and all that stuff.
Interesting.
I've always wanted to do that. I just never had the time to do it.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, Thomas, hit us up. Let's be friends.
Teach me how to salute properly.
Maybe I won't do it anymore. I'm sorry. Round one. Okay, so there was a very interesting question. I know a lot of people had a lot of words about.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So the question was, and let's very carefully look at the wording of the question, everybody, because the wording of the question is perfect. I know somebody in the live chat or some master post or whatever, I know there were some people who were like, that question was badly worded, but no,
perfectly worded.
This question was perfectly worded for what they were trying to get you to answer. So the question was, in Revenge of the Sith, when Padme confronts Anakin on Mustafar, she says Obi-Wan told her that Anakin turned to the dark side and had done what? And Mark clarified that he needed an exact 2-word quote.
An exact quote. So again, if you, in the case of, because what, Thomas missed it.
Thomas said terrible things. Which I think he was thinking of another line.
Yeah, it's the same scene, but it's a different line.
And Ace said killed younglings.
Killing.
Like past.
He said killing.
Sorry, killing younglings, killing. And of course the answer was killed younglings. And everybody lost their shit. So let's break it down a little bit. So we don't have to go too far.
Read the question again.
So when Padme confronts Anakin on Mustafar. When Padme confronts Anakin on Mustafar, not when Obi-Wan confronts Padme.
Yeah, like meets her on Coruscant.
Yes. When Padme confronts Anakin on Mustafar. Ace answered killing younglings, which is what Obi-Wan said to Padme on Coruscant. I saw security footage of him killing younglings.
And he covers his mouth.
Well, yeah. That was the killing younglings line that I think everybody's freaking out because they're like, wait a minute, that was the exact quote. Ace got it. It's like, no, actually he didn't. When Padme confronts Anakin on Mustafar.
And he relays.
Obi-Wan told me you did terrible things. Told me, I mean, I know that's not, what I'm saying is not the exact quote, but terrible things, killed younglings. Padme said killed younglings, which is what they were going for because in the question they talked about Mustafar. Because I know a lot of people are like, Ace got that.
Ace got it. Like, no,
Ace got it.
Sorry.
You know, they're just they asked the question in past tense, so they thought they needed the answer in past tense. No,
they
knew what they wanted, and they
exactly
asked it
what they wanted.
Perfectly correctly for the answer they were looking for.
Yeah, because at the very top of the question, it tells you what scene you're in.
Exactly. On Mustafar, not Coruscant. And also, they're thinking about the line between Obi-Wan and Padme. They're asking about Padme Anakin.
Yeah, so there's several cues in there. It's like, all right, we're in this scene. So this is who's talking to who. This is who we need the quote from.
Yeah.
Killing younglings isn't the answer.
You're thinking of a different scene.
Killed younglings is the answer.
Yeah. I really wish that some of those people that were freaking out about that watch this. I highly doubt they do. But, oh, man. We were freaking out like, no.
No. Listen to the question. This is why.
They said exact quote. That wasn't the quote they were looking for.
And this is an example of a question that I wish would come up more because Ace confused it with another scene, forced the competitors to think more.
Yeah, and he did, when he flipped around his board, he said killing younglings, and Mark kind of made we needed the exact quote, and he was like, killed younglings, killing younglings, and it's like, no, they said they needed the exact quote.
And there was a weird cut there. I almost want to venture off again. This is me speculating on not knowing exactly what happened that day, but I imagine they were trying to maybe like challenge for benefit of the doubt. It's like,
doesn't work with exact quotes.
Doesn't work with exact quotes. With spelling,
if you spelled an exact quote wrong, maybe.
Yeah, spelling, pronunciation, stuff like that is where benefit of the doubt comes in. But when we ask for the exact quote, every single thing in minus spelling of names and stuff, the line itself needs to be exactly correct.
Exactly. So yeah, no, we were like flipping out when we were watching it.
Why is anybody?
Oh my god, why is this a question?
Yeah, it's like why is everybody arguing this? He got it wrong.
Anyways, moving on. Rise of Skywalker. There was a question about Palpatine says, "Long have I waited, and now you're coming together. Is your what?" Thomas said, "Doom." The answer was undoing. kind of a wonky thing. We'll move past it.
We'll move past it, yeah.
There was another question about performer Mike Quinn returned to the Star Wars franchise to portray which character in The Force Awakens.
Nien
Num, whoever you're talking to.
However you pronounce it. Depends on the day.
Depends. And A said PC4CO, and it wasn't that. So by the end of round 1, it was 8-8. Round 2, Thomas spins The Force Awakens, decides to stick with it. He gets a perfect round 2. Mm-hmm. Ace spins A New Hope with a little bit of back and forth between him and Winston. I don't know. I love this movie, but herp derp. Mm-hmm. But in the end, they decided to stick with it for good reason. He got a perfect round 2 also. So by the end of round 2, 18-18.
Yeah, and which begs the question of, is there anything that any Star Wars competitor will ever spin away from?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I've spun away from Mixed Bag. I've spun away from Heroes and Villains.
I think a lot of people spin away from Mixed Bag and Heroes and Villains because you would like to be more focused if you can.
And which everybody, because everybody's like, oh, how do we mix up the division? I think the wheel round is how you mix up the division.
Oh, I think that could shake a lot of things
Get rid of the movie slices and then put them in weapons, vehicles, technology, quotes, locations.
The non-movie slices.
The non-movie. Get away from the movies and, again, force the competitors to work a little harder for it.
Yeah.
Maybe you never really get a focus unless it's in round 1 when you get the category.
Right.
Or you don't get
round 3.
Yeah, you don't get to focus yourself until you hear the entire question.
You kind of have to do a little bit more mental gymnastics.
Exactly. I think that's how you mix the division up a bit and force the competitors to work for it more than they have to. Because the movie slices is just like... And then you get an opportunity to actually ask the competitors, because spoiler it, we don't get to choose slices, to actually choose our slices.
Yeah, and Star Wars doesn't really make sense.
Yeah, exactly. And I think this is a way you mix it up.
That would mix it up a lot, I think.
And, we can't make the changes now, but next season.
Who knows?
Next season.
A lot of changes might be coming next season
exactly.
in Star Wars.
And even if certain things do happen, adding certain shows, make the categories that way. So then you broaden your scope a bit more.
Yeah.
So
who knows?
Sorry. Just my thoughts.
Round 3. 2-pointer for Thomas. Jedi Order. What Jedi Master says, what about the droid attack on the Wookiees in Revenge of the Sith?
Ki-Adi-Mundi?
Yeah, that's exactly correct. He got it. I think he pronounced it weird, like Ki-Adi-Mundi, though. 2-pointer for Ace.
That's how I pronounce it.
Oh.
Ki-Adi-Mundi?
Sorry.
How do you pronounce it?
That was out of...
Ki-Adi-Mundi? I've heard it that way.
People have said Ki-Adi-Mundi.
I've heard Ki-Adi-Mundi.
Holy Jesus. Wow.
Star Wars, space words, right?
2-pointer for Ace. Sorry, everybody. 2-pointer for Ace. Phantom Menace. What does Shmi Skywalker tell Padme that everything revolves around when it comes to pod racing? Gambling. He got it. 3-pointer for Thomas. Heroes. In The Rise of Skywalker, when Chewbacca is captured, he's taken to what interrogation room number? 6. He got it. 3-pointer for Ace. Who said it? In The Last Jedi, who first said, "We are the spark that will light the fire that will restore the Republic"? Admiral... Vice Admiral. I got there eventually. Wow. What's wrong with my brain today?
Vice Admiral
Haldo. He got it. Okay, here we are. 5 pointers. Thomas, Return of the Jedi. In Return of the Jedi, Admiral Akbar tells Green Group to stay close to what holding sector? MV7. He got it. 5-pointer for Ace. Weapons, vehicles, and technology. We're going to stick right in that same scene. Really. What is the name of Admiral Akbar's command ship during the Battle of Endor? Home 1. Got it. It's crazy. This is why the Schmoedown's crazy.
Why?
Because if you think about Ace's 5-pointer, what's the name of his command ship? Home 1.
Home 1.
A couple weeks ago, Marie got, hey man, what's the class of that ship? It's like, whoa, Schmoedown's crazy.
Yeah.
Anyways, he got it. So by the end of that, it's 28-28. Now we have to go in a sudden death. Question 1.
Wow. How many sudden deaths have we had?
A lot.
This season.
It feels like a lot.
Feels like a lot. I bet it's like less than 5.
It feels like a lot.
It feels like a lot, but I think it's around 4 to 3, maybe less than 5. Somebody will correct me in the comments, but put it down below because obviously I was one of them. But yeah, I just like to know.
Question 1.
Fun. Sorry, tangents.
Always with the how many of this, and then we look like idiots because we don't know.
I'm curious. I want to know.
Lord,
curious like a cat.
That's why my friends call me Whiskers. Sudden death. Question 1. In Rogue One, what is the first droid that is seen in the film? SE2 worker droid. They both got it. Question 2. When Han was thrown to the Beast in Solo, how many days had it been since the Beast was last fed? 3 days.
Fed in 3 days.
Both got it. And I do like that somebody commented, I didn't know that Bibbs was in Solo. I thought that was funny. Question 3. In the Clone Wars, What is the name of the tentacled ship that kidnapped Jabba the Hutt's son? The Trident Assault ship. Yep. They both got it. Question 4. What is Aldar Beto's pod racing nickname in The Phantom Menace?
My God. This is a doozy of a question.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
We won't get into it.
We'll move past it. It was Hitman. They both missed it. Question 5. In Attack of the Clones. What is the full name of the droid assigned to Obi-Wan on his journey to Kamino? R4P17. They got it. All right, here we go. Question 6. What is the name of the bat-like character seen getting a drink in A New Hope?
Another doozy of a question.
This was a doozy of a question. Mm-hmm. Like, legitimately. Yeah. The answer was Cabe. Little Miss Cabe. And Thomas did get it. Ace did miss it. So with that, 33-32 in favor of Thomas, who now moves on, advances to the finals of the Star Wars tournament. My goodness. This was a highly anticipated match.
Yes,
I know.
It was.
Because you got Ace, tournament darling from last year. Yeah. And then you got Thomas, who's, Mr. Dragon Con.
Yeah, it was 31-32.
32-33.
32-33. Okay, so he did break that individual 3-round record I had. Shoot. I'm losing my records all over the place, people, because I had the most individual points scored but in a 3-rounder, which was against Scrimshaw, was 32-31. Now it's 33-32, so he beat me by 1 point.
Oh, in a 3-rounder.
In a 3-rounder, and I also have the most
points.
Oh, it's
because they had more sudden death questions.
Yeah, and I have but they missed a few in the first, but now I think the only record I have now is the most points scored by an individual in a 5-rounder.
The only record I have.
Yeah. All the belts, all the records, Papa John's.
Oh my God. Okay.
I should have said John Rocha. Sorry.
Man, I got
Papa Rocha.
I picked up what you were putting down. Papa Rocha. Anyways, it was a really good match.
It was a very good match. It was a match that we expected because Thomas wanted to play Ace. He's been like revering him all throughout the preseason and all throughout the regular season. And he's like, I want to play him. He's good. He got exactly what he wanted.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. Because Ace he's been more consistent now. Because again, little inconsistencies, but like this one, he played lights out back-to-back matches, and it's just
and the fact that it was absolute, trade blow by blow. Mm-hmm. They were neck and neck the whole time.
Yeah,
every round was tied by the end of it.
Yeah,
like it looked a little crazy and scary that Thomas missed 2 in a row in round 1. It was like, no, and Ace got first blood. So I'm sure there were a lot of people in chat like, it's over. Yeah. And then all of a sudden Ace misses 2 as well. So. It was a wild match.
Yeah, it is. It's a really crazy match, but and it just proves we're all human. I mean, Thomas was perfect up until this point.
Yeah.
And to miss 2 in a row in the first round of all rounds, it's like, oof.
Yeah. Accuracy, I think he made a comment about accuracy. It's a fun stat for fans to pick apart.
What matters is
did you pull it out?
Yeah.
In the end, did you get the W?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Accuracy is fun, but it's not everything. Mm-hmm. Just like your record isn't necessarily always reflective of your performance.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we can spout all day about records and accuracy rates and numbers and stuff, but it's what really matters at the end of the day is the win-loss.
Yeah.
Did you win or did you lose?
Even a sloppy win is still a win.
Yeah. Winning's winning. Doesn't matter if you win by a quarter inch or a mile. Winning's winning. What matters is family.
Rocky?
No. Fast and Furious.
Oh. Whoops. I thought you were trying to sound like Rocky's trainer for a second.
I don't know what I was doing. I was trying to be Vin Diesel and
whoa. Yeah. That was not close.
I was actually quoting a Smitty video where they're quoting Vin Diesel. And
Oh, so you were imitating the person that was doing the quoting. Following you down that rabbit hole.
That's my life now is Star Wars and Smitty videos.
Yeah, for a second I thought that you were being Rocky or something. No. Mickey from Rocky. Right? That's a trainer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Punch that meat, Rock.
Hit that thing.
Run up those stairs, Rock.
Anyways, so now
that's how it goes.
So now Thomas awaits the winner of the
other semi-final match,
Gold
which does
Leader
happen
versus Zach Burkett. Another good one.
Yes. So yes, we will all await with bated breath because I believe that we'll get to it. I believe that we get both that semifinal as well as the tournament final.
Oh my God! In the same week,
we getting spoiled.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So the next match we've got is an IG match, another highly anticipated match. We've got Robert the Spider Parker of the Dungeon versus Chance the Cobra Ellison of Corruption. Still waiting for them to spell Cobra with a K,
Yeah.
Really, really, really missed opportunity here.
Surprised you missed my little...
I didn't. I'm trying to ignore it because you're just...
I'm all over the place today. Sorry, keep going.
I'm actively ignoring it.
Keep going.
Because we're trying to not be 2 hours long here.
Sorry, keep going.
IG, round 1. Really highly anticipated match because their last match...
Oh, yeah.
Chance won.
Chance had the upset over the Golden Boy.
Upset. I think that term gets thrown around a lot.
Yeah.
Because how do you upset a rookie?
Yeah.
Yeah, hype is a lot, but talk doesn't mean anything
until you
prove what you can do. Mm-hmm. You can talk all day, blow your hot air everywhere you want to. Yeah. Doesn't mean
if you don't
anything.
win, you don't win.
Yeah. Like, look at all that hype behind Robert Parker, and then look what happened. Am I saying that that's indicative of his skill? No. I'm just saying that look what happened. Everybody was ready to crown him that season, and it definitely didn't happen.
Yeah, one loss, and we didn't see him in the entire rest of the season. So,
you know, hype doesn't equal belts or wins. Yeah. You know, so how do we get there? Yeah. Anyways. Sorry. Oh, no, because we were saying how is it an upset to upset a rookie? Yeah. I don't think you don't use the word upset if you're talking about somebody who just beat a rookie. Yeah. And you're talking about Chance Ellison. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Yeah, and I said it before, Chance Ellison is a dangerous competitor.
Multi-division competitor, belt holder, previous belt holder, like
former champion.
Don't get me started. Yeah. So, and anyways, Robert Parker said that loss or his win over him was a fluke. So there was a lot of trash talk leading up to this match. My God, these two are good at that. Round 1. Chance missed the Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan question. Parker, however, got a perfect round and got the bonus. So by the end of round 1, 9-11, Parker. Round 2, Chance spins X-Men. Multiple choice once, got it right. Parker spins Swashbuckling Adventure.
Indiana Jones, Pirates of the Caribbean, or
Zorro. Apparently. Yeah. Forgot about that one. Yeah. He got a perfect round 2. Look at him. 18-21 in favor of Parker. Heading into round 3.
Oof.
All right. We've got ourselves a 3-point lead. Hope we avoid the TKO. 2-pointer for Chance.
All day about that.
Planet of the Apes.
4 points or more, people. Come on.
Who directed 2001's Planet of the Apes? Tim Burton. Got it.
Keep forgetting that he did that. You didn't know.
I've never seen it.
You don't know?
No Planet of the Apes. Never seen him. I know that reference, though.
Yeah.
3-pointer for Chance. DC. In Justice League, Alfred says, do I know you? To which Justice League member?
Cyborg.
He got it. TKO avoided. Look at that. 2-pointer for Parker. Graphic novels. Which actor plays Adrian Veed? Don't know if I got auto-corrected. A.K.A. Ozymandias in Watchmen. Matthew Good. Got it. 3-pointer for Parker. Comic book movies. Chiwetel Ejiofor. Let me tell you one thing. Speech to text.
Didn't
get that one right. I definitely had to go back for that one.
You've been using that a lot ever since you've learned that little
It's a whole new world. It really speeds up my note taken for round 3. Chiwetel Ejiofor plays James. I'm hoping I'm saying that right. Plays James Copley, a former CIA agent grieving the loss of his wife in what film? Old Guard. Got it. Never heard of it. 5-pointer for Chance. Mixed bag. Woof.
Yeah.
Mixed bag. People don't even like mixed bag in Star Wars. Yeah. Imagine mixed bag for your 5 in IG.
Can you imagine it in singles? I don't think there is a 5-point mixed bag in singles and teams. I don't imagine. Because then it's like, well, no focus. Here's your question, dummy. Here's
a random question from literally anything.
Yeah.
That would be mean.
Yeah.
Who plays the gangster Eddie Valentine in 1991's The Rocketeer? I got bad news for you. I don't have the answer, but I do know that Chance did miss it, unfortunately. With that, 23-26, Parker takes the win home to the dungeon.
Avenges his loss against Ace in the tournament quarterfinal. Last season, I believe it was quarterfinal. Yeah.
What?
Last season, when Chance beat him, so he avenges his loss.
Yes. I thought you said something about Ace.
No.
Oh, okay. I'm like, what?
It's Chance.
Oh, okay.
I might have said Ace and just breezed past it, but whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was a good... Parker is he hasn't missed a single question since returning.
Really?
He's been perfect.
Oh.
The entire time. In his last 3 matches, this is his 3rd match this season.
Really?
Yeah, and he only has 1 loss to his record. What is he? He's 5-1 now. And now he goes up against Chandru Dandapani.
Yeah.
In a number 1 contender match.
Boy, I can't wait for that.
Oof.
Oh, man.
And who was it? Yeah, Chandru slipped up a bit in his match against Mara. Granted,
Right.
it was a 5-rounder,
Granted, it was a 5-rounder.
but
He also kind of blamed it on I couldn't play the way I wanted to play
Yeah.
because of Winston. Meh, meh, meh.
Yeah.
But now that they're all good, who knows? Maybe we'll have Chandru more comfortable doing what he wants to do. You know,
more
who knows?
focused, more
Because
determined.
that like awkward thing that was going on between Chandru and Winston, we haven't seen that since Winston went all dad mode.
Oh,
on
yeah, that's
him.
right.
So
Yeah, and because like Laura's all focused up now, Chandru's all focused up now. Apparently, he's all happy and ready to get going again.
yeah, maybe he'll floss. Who knows? So, it'll be interesting to see what their dynamic is because I think Chandru blamed their dynamic for his loss.
Yeah, and Swag really needs this. We'll get to that in a little bit when we get the other ones, but Swag is in
They need this.
in trouble.
So I cannot wait to see Parker. Yeah. Chandru. My gosh.
Really good.
That's gonna be a good one. But Chance, he took the loss with grace, What are you gonna do?
Yeah. And he's like, hey, IG is just something that I do because I can do it.
Yeah.
His focus is on singles mostly, and he's going for the team's belts sooner rather than later right now because they're the number one contenders.
Exactly. And it's not like he played poorly.
Yeah, no.
Not at all.
He missed a couple of hard ones, and what else are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
It is what it is. But I'm really excited to see.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good one, and Parker's got that cloud looming over his head. It's like, when is he gonna miss? Is he gonna miss?
Yeah.
And it's hard, especially in a division like IG. It's gonna be very difficult to stay perfect the entire season. That's what he said. He's wanting
specialty division.
Yeah, he wants to go perfect the entire season. That's
he said that.
Yeah, that's like,
he said I'm going to or I'd want to.
I can't remember, but he alluded to going perfect the entire time, this entire season.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's a check that it's going to be hard to cash.
When people write checks like that, like I'm going to do this, that always makes me like, oh no. But yeah, it always makes me nervous when people are like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go perfect. I'm never going to miss a question. It's like,
any other competitor like that, maybe, but like with Parker, it's like, he has.
It's a big check. Hopefully,
it's a big check that he probably could cash, but that's still a tall order to go perfect and not miss a single question the entire season.
Yeah, that's the thing is that anybody who makes statements like that usually is probably able to back it up. And it's like, yeah, you probably could be good on that word. But the Schmoedown sometimes has other plans.
Yeah.
You
get this off the wall question that you just never thought of.
Exactly. In some crazy dark corner that you never looked in before. So anybody who makes those claims, on any given good day, you probably could back that claim up.
Yeah.
But are you tempting any gods of fate here in the Schmoedown? Who knows?
Schmoedown could be a cruel, cruel mother sometimes.
Yeah.
So.
Yes, that is true. All right, we got our next match. We got an opening scene. Well, the opening scene is because it's...
I think we missed an opening scene between Chance and Robert. It was at the beginning of their match.
Oh, was it just them trash talking?
I think it was just them trash talking. I think we came in late and we missed it.
Oh, sometimes when we watch it, when it premieres, we don't necessarily get in at the beginning of the premiere, and sometimes we forget to go back. But yeah.
I think we missed an opening scene. But
I'm assuming it was just trash talking.
Yeah.
Nothing like huge storyline wise. Sometimes you just get these like... sporadic, like this next one we're about to talk about. There's nothing like really driving the storyline. It's just kind of like smack talk.
Yeah.
So this next match is Paul the Powder Keg Preston of the Den versus Little Evil JTE of the Finstock Exchange. The opening scene is JTE and Kate Mulligan on a call, and they're just smack talking. Weird thing about this is there was a lot of McDonald's talk.
I don't get what the McDonald's...
the McMuffin.
He said McMuffin.
I don't know. I just took a note. It says a lot of McMuffin talk. I was just kind of like, what? Did I miss something?
I don't know.
Is it funny? Is it supposed to like sound like Mulligan?
Probably. I don't know.
A lot of McMuffin talk.
We'll see.
Maybe we forgot something. Who knows? Maybe it'll be significant later.
Yeah.
Probably not. Anyways, it was just them smack talking. It was one of those just fun, smack talk before a match kind of things. Round 1. JTE missed a question about Russell Crowe, the movie release date for Gremlins and Dune and some other movie. Paul got a perfect round. And he got a bonus question that he got correct about how many Ninja Turtles movies have there been to date.
6?
Maybe. Don't remember. Didn't write it down.
Yeah, it was 6.
So by the end of round 1, 6-9 in favor of Preston. That's a powerful start. Round 2. Preston goes first. He spins new releases. Went to multiple choice once. Got it right. JTE goes. He spins Halle Berry. He goes to multiple choice one time. He got it right. So we stay where we were as far as the gap is concerned.
Yeah.
By the end of round 2, 13-16 in favor of Preston. Round 3, 2-pointer for JTE. He gets Westerns. Ma'am.
Ma'am.
Well, by God.
Well, no, that's not
well,
it.
bonjour.
I'm a cowboy. Bum, bum, bum.
Tom Segura.
Tell you what.
I tell you what.
San Francisco sure is a pretty city.
Watch Tom Segura stand up. That's what we're referring to.
So funny.
He's hilarious. Oh my God. In what Oscar-winning Western will you find a town sheriff named Little Bill and a cool name, very intimidating, and a gunslinger named English Bob, also very intimidating? Unforgiven. He got it right.
Don't let my name fool you. Real life. Very big.
I don't know what that's a reference to.
It's Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Oh.
Oh, come on. You've seen it. You've
The
seen
whole
it.
thing?
You've seen it.
I might have.
Thank you.
It's just been a very long time.
Come on. Oh, why not? Worked in Blazing Saddles.
I might have seen it.
You've seen it.
Many moons ago.
You really like Mel Brooks movies, so you've had to have seen it.
I enjoy his humor.
Yeah.
Yeah. 3-pointer for JTE. Oh, we're avoiding the TKO.
No.
Tom Hanks. What is the most recent time that Tom Hanks has been directed by Steven Spielberg? The Post. He got it. 2-pointer for Paul. Comedy. Which famous musician plays an Italian-American widow that falls in love with Nicolas Cage in a 1987 romantic comedy? Moonstruck. Got it. 3-pointer for Paul. Scores and soundtracks. What 2014 film features the Oscar-winning song Glory, performed by John Legend and Common? Selma?
Mm-hmm.
Got it. All right, here we go. 5 pointers. JTE, Martin Scorsese. In which Scorsese film would you find a character named Francine Evans, who records the anthem But the World Goes Round, that turns her into a popular figure in the music industry? He used up all of his JT me's. And
see, like, does he know it? Does he not know it?
If he was bluffing, he does a pretty decent job.
Yeah.
Because he was like, as Scorsese, I anticipate it being a gangster movie or a crime movie. What are we talking? What are we doing? Talking about some singer. And he kind of shoots his shot. I don't know Martin Scorsese's catalog. Mm-hmm. I don't know how many non-crime-y type movies he's done. So I'm assuming JTE was kind of combing through mentally, like, let me just think of anything that doesn't have to do with crime or gangsters. Was New York the only one? I don't know. Don't ask me. But he kind of just was like, I don't know. I'm going to go with New York. He got
I think he was playing.
It's hard to say.
I think he was.
I don't know.
Yeah.
He's good. If he was playing, he was good.
Yeah.
5-pointer for Paul. Action adventure. In the 1984 film Red Dawn, which actor plays Lieutenant Colonel Andrew Andy Tanner that meets the Wolverines after being shot down by a jet fighter? Oh, I've definitely never seen that film. Barely heard of it, but I still feel like that's a deep cut.
You've barely heard of Red Dawn? Wolverines? Come on.
Wolverines and X-Men.
It's I haven't seen it in a long time, but it's a well-known film.
Red Dawn.
Yes. Your parents definitely have seen Red Dawn.
Oh, probably.
Yeah.
That was before I was born.
Yeah.
Sorry. I don't know. It sounds familiar, but I don't think I've heard it.
It's
I think it makes me think of Red Sun. Is that a comic book?
Yeah, so it's right there.
That's probably why it sounds familiar, but it's not. Superman?
Yeah, it's a Superman. It's a great comic book.
I feel like it sounds like that, and that's why it sounds familiar, and I don't know. Anyways, the answer was Powers Booth.
Yeah.
He did miss it. So with that, 21-23 JTE winning in the exact same fashion as he did against Paul's teammate, Ben Goddard, very recently, playing from behind the whole time, but got very lucky and that his opponent missed their 5.
Yeah, very fortunate.
Very fortunate. So yeah, another win home to the Finstock Exchange.
That's a rough way to lose. Like you don't miss a single question until you hit the one that absolutely matters.
Yeah, the only thing that happened was that he went to multiple choice one time, but he didn't miss anything.
Yeah.
So yeah. And the only thing you miss is your 5 when it's like a make or break.
Yeah. Like you're ahead the entire time, you're feeling good, and then you're like, oh no.
Yeah. Powers Booth.
I don't know it.
Yeah.
That sucks.
What are you going to do?
And Paul was on a, he was like, this was the season where he bounces back and gets back to, gets to where we think he was going to go. And he just keeps hitting these rough patches.
Yeah.
And it just, man, I mean, singles, the Ultimate Schmoedown's coming up. Put him in there. The team's tournament, then the second team's tournament, the Ultimate Schmoedown team's tournament will probably come up. We'll see him again. So
because he's looking strong.
He's looking really good.
He's looking good. It's just one question that he missed. That's it.
Yeah.
One question. Granted, it was an important one, but it was one question.
Yeah. So
he didn't play poorly at all.
He'll take this and move forward with it. But JTE is looking like he's looking strong too. Like he never stepped away from the game. Like people were like, "Oh, the game's gonna pass him by." But I was like, "No, absolutely not."
No.
So
JTE ring rust. Don't know.
Yeah, no, he's got a lot to say this season. People were like, "Jeff is a better player than he." I was like, JTE beat him back in the day when they're playing each other in the singles tournament. So we'll see what happens.
I would love. Hopefully, there's a way. Funny how Schmoedown works. Oh, wouldn't it be great if we could see Jeff versus JTE in a singles tournament, in a singles match?
And speaking of those two, JTE gets that old Patriots music. We're allowed to play that.
Yeah, I thought that was odd.
I thought that was odd. Like I thought that was copyright infringements. I don't know, but because I always hear that music when it comes out, I'm like, we're allowed to use that music. I say we like the Schmoedown, but Schmoedown's allowed to use that music.
It does feel comforting to hear it for some stupid reason.
Yeah, it is. It's weird. Like brings you back to like the old season 3, season 4 days. Like
it just feels comfy.
Yeah.
Next match. Oh, we're moving into the pay-per-view. Okay, we've got Ethan. Big time,
yeah.
Erwin of the Usual Suspects versus Paul Primetime Oyama of Swag. Clacks. I don't know. I'm always going to mess them. I have to actually sit and think about it.
You're not the only one that did it.
That is true. All right, round 1. Both got perfect rounds. This kind of match, huh?
Yeah,
it's going to be one of these.
Give me one of those days.
And they both got the bonus. 9-9. Also, could these guys be any nicer?
Yeah, seriously.
My God. And they're both in Hawaii.
Yeah.
And
so Ethan Erwin is in Hawaii right now.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know that he's visiting or if he lives there, but it was fun that he was there.
Yeah.
And they were like talking about how they went on hikes and they were talking about movies they went to dinner.
Does it get any better than that? Like just go, let's go for a hike in Hawaii.
I'm bored. What do you want to do?
That's the one place I feel would live. It's like, hey, God, you want to go for a hike? Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that in Florida. First of all, Florida's flat. You don't see anything but
there's nothing
houses.
To hike.
There's nothing to hike.
I think a lot of people very liberally use the word hike. A lot of these millennials and Gen Zers liberally use this term hike when you're just walking. You're walking a nature path. Get out of my face. You're walking a
we have
nature
trails.
path.
We have biking trails and walking trails.
You're not hiking. You're walking. You're taking a nature walk.
But like in Florida, it's just like, look at these trees all around us. There's nothing to see.
Unless you head like really north and find one hill.
I mean, you get to the Panhandle, you get hills, but like nothing like you guys see on the West Coast.
When I think of hiking, I think you had that gigantic backpack on. You got a Camelback, drinking your water. You've got a stick that you're gonna have to use to traverse. There's mountain lions.
Gandalf's wizard staff.
Exactly.
I told you to take the wizard staff. You don't get that because you haven't seen it.
Don't plan on it. Hard pass. Round 2. Ethan goes first. He spins opponent's choice. Uh-oh. He gets given Audrey Hepburn. Also, uh-oh. He goes to multiple choice one time. Missed it. No surprise that it was stolen because Paul majored in Audrey Hepburn, apparently. Paul goes. He spins movie release dates. Decides to stick with it.
Yeah. That's a risky move, especially in such a rough category like release dates.
Yeah. Multiple choice twice. Missed one. Got stolen. So we traded back and forth there. Multiple choice for another one. Got it right. So by the end of round 2, 15-16 in favor of Erwin. Very tight match.
Yeah, round 2 was it was the deciding factor in this.
Yeah. You wonder what would have happened if he spun away.
Yeah.
Round 3, 2-pointer for Paul. Animated. Who provides the voice of the main character Emmett in the Lego movie? Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt.
I'm not a big Pine fan.
I'm not either.
I don't know why.
Me neither.
If I had to rank my Chris's, bottom of the barrel.
How does it go? It goes
Evans.
Yeah, obviously.
What other Chris's are there? Oh, probably second. Then Pratt. And then like down here is Pine. Are there any other Chris's?
I don't think so.
Our friend Chris, top of the pack.
Chris, yeah, thanks.
Yeah. Way up here. Chris Pine, on the floor, down here. Way behind. 2-pointer for
Not
Ethan.
a shot on the side.
I don't know. It's just I've seen one movie of Chris Pine.
Star Trek.
Yeah. And I don't remember it. That's just my feeling.
That's the only thing that comes to mind when I think of Chris Pine is, Star Trek.
Yeah.
Kirk.
Yeah.
That's
what else have
really
you done? Am I right?
He's done plenty of other things. Just that's why I recognize him for.
Let me consult IMDb. 2-pointer for Ethan, directors.
Do it now. Do it now.
This comedian made his directorial debut in the 1968 film The Producers, which also got an Oscar for Best Screenplay.
Speaking of Mel Brooks.
Mel Brooks, got it. 3-pointer for Paul. Musicals. What musical has the song Science Fiction Double Feature and Damn It, Janet? The Rocky Horror Picture Show. A fun watch. You should watch it one day.
That one I actually haven't seen.
That's a fun one. He got it. 3-pointer for Ethan. Crime, it's back. It's back, baby.
Oh, man.
It's back, baby.
Guess who's back?
Back again.
Crime is back. Tell a friend.
Yeah, there was a time it felt like crime was in every final round.
Yeah, and then it's like decided to take a hiatus.
Making a comeback.
Like, nobody wants to pick me for the basketball team.
Tupac Shakur, R.I.P., made his first starring role as Roland Bishop in 1992 in a film alongside Omar Epps and directed by Ernest R. Dickerson. Rough name.
Yeah.
Juice. Got it right.
Juice.
5-pointer for Paul. Here we go. Down to the wire here.
Mm-hmm.
New releases for Paul. Justin Benson directed what 2020 sci-fi thriller starring Anthony Mackie and Jamie Dornan? Synchronic. Never heard of that. Got it.
Anthony Mackie, that's Captain America, right?
Yes.
Yes.
That is correct.
Trying to get my headspace in there. Anthony Mackie is Captain America now. Because it's Falcon. It's like, no, he's Captain America now.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, why not both? .jpg.
I always thought, like, why not name him Captain Falcon?
Because it's more prestigious to have the Captain America title.
Yeah.
Could you imagine getting the Captain America shield and be like, all right, good job, Falcon. Good job, Captain Falcon.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I got to readjust my brain. It's like, no, yep, Captain America is...
Like, no, I have that shield. I get the name, too.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be cool. Anthony
His
Mackie
suit
is
is really cool, too.
Captain America.
Really like his vibranium wings.
That's pretty sick.
That's really cool. I like it when he saves him from the helicopter.
Yeah.
Did you see the memes in the picture of like they put this to that shield bubble thingy, wing protector against like the actual bird that does it in real life? It's like, oh yeah, that's what. You haven't seen that?
No. Sounds cool.
It's really cool.
Good job, guys. Whoever made that up.
Yeah.
5-pointer for Ethan. Leonardo DiCaprio. Jeffrey Donovan plays R.F. Robert.
You get autocorrect again?
Yeah. Jeffrey Donovan plays Robert F. Kennedy in what 2010's DiCaprio film? J. Edgar. He got it. And with that, 25-26 in favor of Ethan Erwin, taking it home for the Suspects, a much needed win.
Yes.
Much needed. And also of note is that Christian did make a point to say that this was
Two Asian Americans
in a high stakes, high level match, along with Mara and Chandru in the past. So that's it's wonderful to see.
It's wonderful to see, and you get confirmation that Ethan is Asian because we're always like, is he Asian? I'm not sure,
I don't want to ask.
Yeah, I don't want to be that person who's like, are you Asian?
Yeah, but yeah, no,
it's confirmed now. Yeah.
Really, that's
fantastic.
Yeah, because last month, if I'm not mistaken, was Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month.
Yes.
So, yeah. Mm-hmm. Very fun. And we've also got an Asian American champion. Just gonna point that out.
5th. I think we did this math earlier. Like I'm the 5th Asian American champion in this round.
I don't remember which one you are, but
so because first it was Ethan, right? No, Mara, then Ethan, Paul, Chandru, and then me.
Hopefully we didn't forget anybody.
Hopefully I didn't forget anybody. I think that's all the Asian Americans in the league, right? Who am I forgetting?
Oh God, that's a big question.
That's a big question. I know there's somebody out there that's actually on my faction that's also Filipino. I think it's Greg. I gotta message him about this. I think it's Greg.
Oh yeah, and
I'm pretty sure it's Greg.
No, that's a bad question to ask the whole league because we're gonna forget people and then we're gonna feel bad. So let's take that one back. Yeah. But as far as champions go, I think we got it.
Yeah, I think we got everybody.
So. What a match, though. Now we get Ethan Erwin versus the winner of the next match, Rocha Bateman, and the winner of that match
sees Dan Murrell for the title.
You want to talk about high stakes matches?
Oh yeah, man. And this is a good match. Like, perfect to the second. I said the second round is what decided it. And I think if Paul either, because I think he was the Superman, Star Wars, Jaws question about what other movie, like what year were they all released in.
Oh, okay.
I think he knew the answer to it. He just wasn't 100% confident on it.
Yeah.
So if he swings for the fences on that one, which he says that he should have, then they go into sudden death.
Yeah, it was a 1-point game.
So it was a 1-point game, and it wasn't like one of these ones where it's like, the 1-point game when really the person didn't have to go through 5. No, it was literally a 1-point game.
Yeah, if he swung for the fences and just gone for 83,
or if he spun away from it and gone a category that he was more confident in.
Yeah,
that's the game though.
Exactly.
So yeah,
but we will. I mean, Paul, former champ, he's a powerhouse.
And he has that.
And he has the free for all.
The free for all. I constantly forget he won the free for all. So it's like, use it on yourself, my man.
Yeah.
Don't. It's like I understand that you want the team's title for Lon, but it's like sometimes you just got to do you.
Yeah.
Get that and just go for it because,
And like we said before, it's not like he played poorly. Not at all.
No.
It was a very tight match the whole game. It was just a matter of, should I have gone to multiple choice or should I have spun again? It was just little factors here and there. Yeah. It was a strong performance.
Yeah, and had it been a 5-rounder, he probably would have made that point up somewhere else.
Exactly.
So I say use that. Use it on yourself because, like, you never know. You might get another opportunity in teams with the tournament, and you just get more points that way. Mm-hmm. And then if you know what I mean. So I say use it, and don't
maybe not right now.
Not
but
right
yeah,
now.
Yeah,
but
I see what you're saying.
Depending on how things shape out, if 2 people, whoever wins out of the next one, we already know who wins out of the next one, but whoever wins going up against Dan, maybe it's like, maybe you're just go ahead and use it.
Yeah.
Because then we have that sticky situation of the faction on faction mess.
Should that happen?
But yeah, that's my thoughts. Use it, Paul. Use it. So that was the under.
Oh, I thought you said ball. I'm like, ball.
Paul.
Gotcha.
Paul.
I zoned out for a second. I just blacked out. I don't know what happened. Okay. So that was the undercard. The overcard now.
Well, actually, I think this is
kind of a double overcard.
Double main event. So there's no undercard. So it was a double main event.
Because they were both, competing for
number one
each other,
spot,
basically. Yeah. So we've got John, the Outlaw Rocha of the Finstock Exchange versus Ben, the Boss Bateman of the Dungeon. Very also highly anticipated match because these two former faction mates, former stable mates, the 4 horsemen, 5
know each other very well,
whatever you want to call it. Yeah, know each other very well. A lot of trash talking. And
a lot of audio problems in this one.
It was like, John, what's happening, my man?
Yeah, crank the gang up on that.
And you said it sounded like Ben had his input or output.
I think he didn't have his the right input. It sounded like he was speaking through his camera top mic and not the podcasting mic in front of his face. So
who knows?
I don't know. Because there was a lot of reverb in that room. So like maybe he needs to. It sounded like his mic was far away from him, basically. So it's like maybe it was his camera top mic.
Round 1. They both got perfect rounds. Another one of these types of matches, huh?
Yeah.
And they both got the bonus.
Oh, and that promo. Oh, my God.
Oh, my. Yes. Okay. Yes. No.
Wow.
Eric. Nerd
Chronic, my dude.
I felt like I was watching a feature-length film.
Yeah.
Like, that was one of the best promos, I think. I, want to go back and watch it now again. I actually, DM'd him as we were watching it, like, you're an artist. It was so good. And when you have 2 people of this caliber that have so much history with the game and each other.
Yeah.
And you have so much good
their history
footage.
Goes back to top 10 team action days.
That's why this promo is so rich with Schmoedown history. Yeah. To see Ben and Andrew in their suits and, just being all actiony. It was so good. And I feel like they actually did show the tackle, didn't they? Or am I just thinking of something else?
You're thinking of the chair bash.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. I think somebody else. Oh, no. Because, okay. No, I'm thinking of something else. I'll tell you later.
Okay.
I'll tell you later. But yeah, no. Amazing promo. Oh, my God. Eric is an artist.
So good.
I don't even know. I know we say it all the time, but he's...
Give the man an award.
Yes.
Come on now.
Good Lord. Give the man a bonus and a raise on top of that bonus. All right. Round 2. We're going in tied 9-9. I took a note. Mm-hmm. I took a note that Gucci said that Ben is the kind of guy that goes to a hot dog stand and orders sushi. Very funny.
Knock on Gucci all you want. He has some gems.
And when you have Gucci and Kaiser going against each other, I could watch an entire hour's worth of a Schmoedown match with just these two insulting each other. They are like, their level of genius is just unmatched.
Playground. Bullying. No,
it's like playground humor. Like Kaiser will...
Dicky doos.
Like, it sounds like you're on like, some big kid playground trying to be bad and like calling people like doo-doo heads and stuff like that.
Because you can't swear. You get the teacher looking over your shoulder.
Exactly. It's hilarious, the type of humor. And the type of guy that goes to a hot dog stand and orders sushi, that's hilarious. I'm not sure what it means, but you also think about it and you're like, yeah, there probably are people that are like that. Yeah. And those guys, you know what I'm saying? Funny. That was very funny.
That was great.
When they do those like, vote your favorite quote of the year.
That's got to be on there.
That's got to be on there. There's another one too, coming up later on from Kaiser. They're on fire.
Yeah.
Rocha spins away from Sean Connery, takes the 1990s. Oh. Yeah, well, he said 90s, and of course, the chat was like, the 1890s? Because he's old. He got a perfect round here. Now, Ben goes. Kaiser says that Gucci goes bass fishing with a bowling ball. Might be effective.
Maybe, if you hit him.
I mean, it's like the opposite of spearfishing, huh?
Yeah. You bludgeon them to death and don't.
Yeah. I mean, a bowling ball is going to move much more slowly, but you might just catch one of those dumb fish.
Yeah.
Who knows? So it might work. I don't know. It was funny either way. Ben goes, he spins Sean Connery. He just needed to be spun. He gets a perfect round 2. 17-17. This kind of match.
Yeah.
Round 3. Kaiser...
shows up.
He was
Western
in
Kaiser
rare form that night. Like he was in all sorts of costumes and characters, rare form. Amazing. There should be a character work award at the end of the year because wow. And he called John. He said because didn't he show up as like a cowboy?
Yeah.
He was like that 10-cent donkey, John Rocha. I thought that was funny. Oh well, look at that. I don't have the 2-pointer for Rocha.
Oh, no.
It's blank.
But he gets it, though.
He got it right. Good job, John. I don't remember anything about what it was.
Yeah.
I think I was too busy laughing at 10-cent donkey John Rocha that I didn't get his 2-pointer. I was just distracted.
John Rocha.
Sorry, John. You're not watching, but he got it right. So good job. 2-pointer for Ben. Action adventure. Which Oscar-winning actress co-stars as the character Sophia in John Wick Chapter 3 Parabellum? Halle Berry. Got it.
Halle Berry.
3-pointer for John Rocha. Musicals. This Is Me was the Oscar-nominated original song for what 2010's musical? The Greatest Showman. Got it. 3-pointer for Ben. Scores and soundtracks. Who composed the film scores for Gremlins and Poltergeist? Jerry Goldsmith. Got it.
Ben being Ben. There's several times like just being...
driving me nuts every time. And every time I fall for it. It drives me nuts.
I wrote the Great Escape.
Every time. Because I don't know which question he did it with, but he did it with one of these ones. And I'm like, oh, no.
I think it was this one.
Every time.
Yeah.
But I love it. So it's okay. 5-pointer for Rocha. 2000s. Oh, yeah, because he used a repeat or two. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, no. I don't know how well he does in scores and soundtracks. I fell for it, ladies and gentlemen, every time. 5-pointer for Rocha 2000s. In 2006's Annapolis, James Franco plays the young man who enrolls in the Naval Academy and participates in a tournament of what sport? Bless you.
Excuse me. Sorry.
My goodness,
I finally got there.
Sneezy boy. I think he said like rowing or boating, but it was boxing.
Boxing.
He missed it.
Yeah, it was one of those like not basketball, not one of the balls. Yeah. One.
Mm-hmm. Basketball, baseball, football, soccer ball. He missed it.
Soccer ball.
5-pointer for Ben.
Football.
Ben gets martial arts.
Ooh.
And from what we saw in the last one, he and Dan together, they navigated it through a lot of multiple choice.
Yeah, not his strongest category.
So it's kind of like, oh, I wonder how he's going to do in martial arts, considering they had to navigate their way through that one.
Yeah.
Lance Henriksen plays Emile Fouchon, a wealthy sportsman who hunts former soldiers in what 1993 film?
Hard Target.
He missed it, and it was Hard Target. A lot of people out there saying Ben choked and he missed the easiest 5-pointer in history. Oh, when are you making your debut in the Schmoedown?
What annoys me about fans sometimes. It's like, oh, you missed that one. All right.
When are you debuting?
If you could do better, let me see you do better.
Join the FCL.
Oh, you can't? Okay, then sit back down.
Join the FCL. I'm sure you'll get drafted right away.
There's yeah.
Show us.
Yeah. It's harder than it looks, people. That's what she said. But yeah, but like,
got her.
Yeah, many people have debuted in the Schmoedown. I was like, oh yeah, it's much different than sitting on the couch and answering questions. It's much more pressure on you. It's so much harder to be a competitor.
This season, I would love for there to be an interview with some rookies who went from couch to competitor.
Yeah.
And be like, so, what's it like? Oh, is it just as, how'd you miss that one? Like, I would love to have like a little documentary.
Yeah, I would love to see. I would love to see some of these dicky dudes in the comments sit down at the table and answer some questions with Christian and Mark staring at you, counting you down, going, all right, idiot, 5, 4. Oh, you blanked.
Oh, wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
You've never had that kind of moment where you're trying to think of some actor and it's a well-known actor and you're like, wait a minute. Why can't I think of his name? Has that not happened to everybody? And also, Ben didn't choke. If you didn't realize, 5 seconds ago, we said John Rocha missed his 5 too.
Yeah.
How can you choke when the other person missed their 5 too? Anyways.
Sudden death.
22 to 22. We're heading into sudden death. Question 1. Something about Drive, and it was Oscar Isaac. They both got it. Question 2. Something about Angry Birds. Ugh.
Yeah.
Jason Sudeikis. They both missed it. Don't blame them.
Yeah.
Speaking of movies, we just saw there's going to be a Paw Patrol movie. And our first thought was, oh no. Now Schmoedown competitors have to watch that. What if they ask about it in new releases? Oh no.
Or an animated.
If you didn't watch Angry Birds, you're probably not going to want to watch Paw Patrol.
Yeah, unless you're Christian Harloff was a
Paw
kid.
Patrol is on the roll.
On the roll? Is it on the case or on the roll? It's on a roll?
It rhymes.
Sorry. We don't watch Paw Patrol in this house.
We don't.
We watch Puppy Dog Pals.
We do have Paw Patrol merch because our kid just loves puppies.
Yeah.
But we've really never watched Paw Patrol.
No, we watch Puppy Dog Pals. Bingo and Rolly.
Puppy Dog Pals is a great
couple
show.
of puppies.
Going on a mission.
Going on a mission.
Going on a mission. That would be a fun Schmoedown question.
What?
Something about,
Oh, yeah, the creator.
What half-baked actor also created Puppy Dog Pals? Harlan Williams. You can't really do that. Can't really cross over TV or whatever.
Unless there's a Puppy Dog Pals movie.
I'd watch that.
Favorite character in Puppy Dog Pals? Go.
Rolly.
Not Kia?
No.
You don't like Kia's not your favorite
She's
character?
kind of annoying sometimes.
Really? I love Kia.
She's a little annoying.
Cute.
She's a little annoying sometimes.
Really?
Rolly. Every day.
100% Rolly?
100%. 100%.
100%. Sorry.
Anyways, that was our first thought that we were like, Paw Patrol's getting a movie. Sorry, Schmoedown competitors.
Singles teams competitors.
Woof. Because Lord knows we're not watching Angry Birds anytime soon.
Nope.
Question 3. Something about, well, I guess the answer was the jacket. And Rocha did miss it with that 23 to 24 in the favor of Benjamin Bateman taking it home to the dungeon. Now we get Ben the Boss Bateman versus Ethan Big Time Erwin in a #1 contender match, right?
Yes. The winner faces Dan Murrell at undisclosed period of time.
So the crazy thing about this is that in either outcome, you got Ethan Erwin at the suspects, former champ. They're both former champs.
Need these points.
Need these points because the suspects are kind of at the bottom of the rankings. Yep. So, Ethan wins this. You get more of those points. You get a shot at a title win. That's a lot of points. And a rematch. Even more so, if Ben wins this, you get teammate on teammate.
Yeah.
And then the whole thing of
the faction on faction
triple threat gets invoked.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. If
that's the thing.
Yes. So if Ben goes on to win this, does he wait? And then maybe Paul Oyama uses the shot. It's like, all right, we have no singles title matchup because Ben has made a decision. I'm using it. Paul goes on to face Dan Murrell. What if he beats Dan Murrell? Then you have Ben Bateman winning in the wings. All right, here you go. Boom. There's another one. So that's a possibility. So if Ben does win it, this is the first time this season. Like, remember when this rule got introduced? Like, what are the odds it's going to happen? Hardly we'll ever see it happen.
No, that's true.
It's true, but
the thing is the odds are low, and the frequency is going to be very low.
That's true.
This is probably
maybe the only time we'll ever see it.
Probably. I mean, now that we say that, it'll probably happen again.
Yeah.
But like, the chances are low, but it's still possible. But the chances that it happens a lot to where it actually becomes a problem, that's really low.
Yeah.
You know? So, yeah.
We'll see. Yeah. So if Ben does win this one, and then this is the first time these two are playing ever. That's crazy. So
yeah, it's going to be interesting because Ben is a very mental player.
Very calculated mental player.
Very calculated, very
by
much.
The numbers.
I like to try to get into your head. I like to try to trash talk you. And Ethan Erwin is so unbothered.
So unbothered, so relaxed, so almost to a detriment to his play sometimes.
So it's going to be interesting to see, does Ben dial it back? Does he try to get in his head?
Because there has been times when Ben's tried that and it backfires.
Yeah, because sometimes I don't know, like you said, it might be a detriment. Well, you're saying something different, but if you try too hard to mess with your opponent, you might end up backfiring and messing with yourself.
Yeah, you're focusing on the wrong part of the game.
Right.
And then you miss a question or two because you were trying so hard to get into an unshakable man's head.
Right. He's the king of unbothered competitors.
Yeah.
So, it'll be interesting to see how that dynamic plays out between the two of them.
Yeah.
That's what I'm interested to see, especially knowing that they've never played each other before. So, big high stakes match. Two former singles champs going at it to try to reclaim that belt.
Yeah, going against the guy that just owns the league. So it's gonna be interesting to see, and I would like to see when this title match will happen because Collision is too close. It's too soon.
Yeah.
It might be another Throwdown or a Battlefield or Versus.
It'd be a big one.
Yeah, because then the next big pay-per-view would be spectacular after that. So
probably.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see what we got next this week.
This week.
Woof, every time. Okay. Wednesday, June 9th, we get a Star Wars semifinal.
Ooh.
We get Zach Burkett of the Stars. Zach Attack of the Stars versus Gold Leader of the Finstock Exchange. Then, Thursday, June 10th, we get Clee Wiggins. We haven't seen her in a while.
Yeah.
Of Corruption versus Sabrina Ramirez of the Quirky Mercs.
Yeah, she's making her official season 8 debut.
Yes, correct.
Haven't seen her in a while.
Friday, June 11th, we get Doug Benson of The Usual Suspects. Fun. Versus Chris Van Vliet. I don't know how to say that.
Yeah.
Of The Dungeon. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
We haven't seen either of those two yet.
I don't think so, yeah.
Isn't this his second year as a rookie?
Yes.
Not anymore, baby.
This is second year player.
And then Friday, June 11th, also, we have a Throwdown.
Ooh.
The undercard is I feel like the last couple pay-per-views, the undercard, I don't know, people say this every time. The undercard is like a main event in and of itself.
Yeah, like an overcard itself.
Yep. Yeah. We've got Chandru, the Chosen. One?
Chosen, just Chosen.
The Chosen, Dandapani of Swag versus Robert, the Spider Parker of The Dungeon in an Inner Geekdom #1 contender match.
Winner goes on to face Mike Kalinowski.
I almost said Mara too. Yeah. And the overcard is the Star Wars Tournament Final. Ooh. And it's going to, of course, be Thomas the Major Harper versus the winner of Gold Leader, Zach Burkett.
God. Well, obviously the Burkett, Zach one. Oh, wow. Well, the Burkett Gold Leader is pre-taped, so how far long ago was it? But like in this context of the story, like, wow, he's got to compete in the same week. That's crazy.
Wow, it's wild, man.
It's wild.
Hope he's okay.
Yeah. But yeah, big week, more matches to go over. And I believe we're in the middle of the second free agency.
Yes, and I believe that the Stars picked up somebody from
the FCL.
The FCL.
Yeah.
So that's exciting for them. Get to see how they do.
Yeah. So then the Stars need to fill the roster. So
yeah, no surprise there.
Short circuit, like Stars need.
So yeah, because honestly, who's going to be giving it? What kind of trade would she make to try to get somebody of a really high caliber from somebody else's team?
Just fill your roster right now.
Because I know people were like, Russ is going to trade to try to get the odd couple, or not the odd couple, but the Patriots back.
Like, no. You already have a strong team that.
You really think Gucci's giving up Rushmore?
Yeah, and assumingly they're going to move forward with the other couple. So just fill your roster.
Exactly.
Your roster spot. I did it again. Fill your.
You okay?
Wicca, remix.
Drink some more coffee. Burn your tongue more.
Actually, cool down.
Anyways,
So that was this week. Awesome matches.
That was this week.
Great matches to come up next week. Or this week. But we'll go ahead and end this episode here. Not to drone on. That's a nice condensed hour for everybody.
There we go.
Do we want to tease what we have coming up? Yeah, why not? So
up to you.
I'm gonna do it. We're gonna be doing
it live.
We're doing it live. We're gonna be doing a new show, non-Schmoedown related show. We'll probably be dropping this Friday. Yes, so dropping Friday. We are starting just a regular podcast. And then I think we settled on a name. It was the Radcast. Did we?
I couldn't think of anything better.
So yeah, well, tentatively working title, the Radcast with Rogue and Dimmy, because those are gamers, and I have no idea what we're talking about.
Yeah.
So tune in to find out what we're talking about.
I don't know either.
I have no idea what we're talking about, but that's on the horizon. For right now, it's gonna be every other week. So it'll be this Friday and then the next 2 Fridays.
I'm not trying to spread myself thin here.
Yeah, it's gonna be a short
like 30-minute show. We'll see if anybody even cares.
Yeah, so short 30-minute show like every other Friday, just because we go off on tangents all the time. It's like, hey man, we should really talk about something like that on another show.
It'd be kind of fun.
Yeah,
and who knows? Maybe sometimes we can have people we can talk to people. It's like, hey, you got 30 minutes to just chill with us?
Exactly, and it'll be audio only. So it will appear on the podcast feed for Beyond the Schmoedown and on this YouTube channel. We'll throw a graphic on the screen and it'll be audio only though. So make our lives easier.
AKA, I don't have to put on makeup.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. If it gets traction and people like it, maybe we'll move forward with video. Who knows?
And if nobody cares, at least it wasn't some big production we put on.
Exactly.
So it's a win-win.
Exactly. So that's what's coming up on this channel. So we'll have 2 shows running every other week, and just Beyond by itself every other week.
Every week.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. So with that, Nicki Dimalanta, Star Wars competitor Nicki Dimalanta, where can they find you online?
Not yet. Well, to be determined. TBD. You can find me on Twitter at Dimmy. DIMMMYYY.
As for me,
trying to do something new,
making my life hard for post work. As for me, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Drew Dimalanta, DIMALANTA. If you're listening on audio form, please follow the feed and rate us.
And if you're watching on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe. Click the bell icon in that lower right-hand corner so you can do things on YouTube.
Thank you so much for joining us on this episode of Beyond the Schmoedown. We'll see you next time.